Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome. I know yesterday was a long one, wasn't it? I'll try not to keep you here this long, or I know some people went back and forth when it is such a long video. But there's just so much information I wanted to get out, and especially when it had to do with with the gas and the diesel and everything, to help to put people at ease and give you an understanding, sort of like under that eagle's perch that I keep talking about. Getting up there and really take a look down. It's amazing. I love seeing drone shots. When people do their videos and they have the drones and the drones go up, and you see so much more of the landscape and uh, just the beauty of what's really around you. You don't notice what's actually around you until you get a little bit of a higher view. And I think that's partially of how it is when we are wanting to move forward, or to create something different within our lives. We really need to get a better view and to get on to that eagle's perch, so that we can see a better view. Now, Venus is squaring over to lovely little Mr. Saturn today, and that is bringing in, Venus in Scorpio is stubborn. Not that I know that she's at 29 degrees in my sign. Uh, Scorpio, there's a stubbornness to her. It's just like I'm learning to put up my boundaries. I'm learning to do things. Yet, with that square over to Saturn in Aquarius, it's about moving through things. And I think with the Aquarius, it's air. It is that waves. It's that frequency, right? So you have a way of moving through it and changing your frequencies in different ways, if you truly desire, if you are wanting to create some new results within your own life, and letting things release and move forward. Sometimes in releasing and moving forward, there's that guilt that you hang on to, that sort of tethers you to that spot, because you're afraid of hurting, offending, of doing something different. And I think for myself, this is, I'm looking at my own life, that, I want to create something different in my life. I want to create something new and really move towards that newness. And sometimes you get very stuck within the tethering of the old spot, and because it's comfortable, right? It's comfortable. It's what I always do. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to get anybody upset. Whatever your story is. So, as I said with yesterday about a starting up, taking these 2 weeks to really start to do something different, really start to work on different projects, and what are those projects that you want to work with? Because even with that Venus squaring over to Saturn, it's giving us that kind of direction, that kind of nudge on that renewal. And the moon just went over Chiron. And it also, it's going over Chiron. It is that releasement of what it is that we want to release within this time right now. And Chiron in Aries. So it's that, a little bit of feistiness too. So there's that fight that comes into it as well. And that moon in Aries really brings in that, because it's that internal self, that inward self. That inward talk. That's what the moon is. It's that, the inside of us. So when we look at it in Aries, it really brings in that fire, that passion, that spark, that inspiration. I mean, Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Gemini right now, retrograde. So it might be like, that hesitation might be there because of that retrograde, because I don't feel like I'm getting the full view or the full conscious idea into this 3D realm. Yet it's not so much that you have to have it in the tangible way, but it's really to trust that you can have it, that you got to listen to that internal self and sit still, so that you are able to move forward and not get so lost in the crazy. So I found this deck of cards. I think it's a goddess deck. Oh, Okay, we'll put that one out. It's this one here. And it's very pretty. And I haven't used this deck in so long. So what's the age of this deck? 1998. Oh, 2 cards popped up here. So 2 cards flew out. Wow. So we have the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups, I mean, it's kind of like that remembrance. It's also about balance too, because 6 is about balances. So 6 brings in those balances. But you got 3 cups up and 3 cups forward. So, maybe it's a play of what's coming forward. Like you're looking at all these beautiful cups. They're all full. This is the way it was. And the beauty that's around you. Feeling that beauty, feeling that substance. So let's look at what the question is with the 6 of Cups. I love looking up the questions with the 6 of Cups or with any of this. So how can I reconnect with my loved ones and soul family? What memories do I tend to cling on to from the past? So, when we say about letting go, so what are we clinging on to? What are we clinging on to from the past? How can I reconnect with what is important to me with the family and soul families that I do have around and let go of the past of things that hinder me from allowing me to connect with whom I need to connect with so that I'm not in Gwyneth Vier. So this is my goddess deck. The Judgment card comes in. Here she is. She's knighting. She's knighting the knight, and it is coming in. The Judgment is that renewal card. It is that card of awakening. So, do I need to forgive myself? So if you're holding on to any judgment, if you're holding on to something, maybe there's something there that, that judgment comes in. What am I resisting at this time? So this is all talking about resisting. One of the changes, I got a lot of changes. I was just speaking to someone just recently about some of the changes I want to make and how I, go about this, because it is big changes that I want to make within my business. And it probably will not go over well with a lot of people, but it's what's going to create for me a new direction, for me that calling of where I want to go. And in that overall essence, we got the Chang. Oh my God, she brings in, see, it comes in with that renewal, that contemplation. See that little bunny down there? See, that bunny is about renewal. It brings in a transformation. So that contemplation comes in. And with that contemplation, the contemplation is that balance, is that bringing in that balance, that sense of wonder of it all, and looking at that wonder. So let me see what the question is with this one. Hang on. Bear with me. It is that justice, right? Justice card? Yeah. That contemplation of what am I contemplating? What is that I am looking at that I need to reflect on? How can I transform my view? Because that bunny, see, I love the bunny in there. The bunny's about the transformation. So bringing that transformation and change within my life. So I need to take some time in contemplation in order for me to release whatever judgments or whatever I'm holding on. And it could be something from, obviously, the past, because we're talking about the past. That's what this astrology is all about. It's about the past. It's about releasing the past, letting go of things that are tethering us to a place that we don't want to be tethered in, right? And allowing ourselves to go forward. And our overall guidance is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords comes in, and he is the one that says, you know what, we're going forward because I have the knowledge, I have the information, I know what direction I want to go into, I know where I am heading. This is what my truth is. The sword is truth, right? It is direction, it's air. Here is my truth. So if we're looking at the king is that Libra. Libra's air, Libra's that balance. I want to bring in the balance of the truth and the knowledge I know, because I am the king. I have the information. I have information that maybe others don't know. They have assumptions that they know me. They have assumptions that they know things about me. But I know what is coming in with my truth. And I'm going through and I'm looking at those judgments. This is a higher, when we look at the king or the court cards are telling us something, right? They're just under the major arcanas, right? We've got the major arcanas, we have the court cards, and then we have the minor arcanas. And this is like looking at, okay, you know what? I know what I want to go forth. I know, because we got balance on either side. The king is a Libra king, so the Libra king is about balance. Here we come in again. This is about balance. This is about fairness. This is about my integrity. What is my integrity and fairness and balance that I want to bring forth in my life and in my relationships? What does that look like? What does that feel like? And am I judging myself for those feelings that are my truth? Because of something that happened in the past, that I wasn't allowed to be able to feel or understand my wholeness at that time. And now I have to come in to embrace that inner child, that inner truth that I know is what I know to be true for me. Wow. Big explosions. So there you go. I want you all to have a fabulous, fabulous day and a fabulous weekend. I am going to be doing the full moon readings. If you are wanting the full moon readings, they are $25 right now. If you are wanting to get one, let me know. I'll add you to the list and you'll receive one either today or tomorrow. So have a blessed weekend, everyone, and onwards and upwards as we go. So have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.